Hey guys, Dominique with Canine Corporation. So we're going to talk real quick about registries, and get asked all the time, what registry do I suggest? And absolutely, hands down, without a doubt, AKC. I will tell you that CKC, now that's the Continental Kennel Club, is not suggested. The reason that I personally do not suggest the Continental Kennel Club with my own personal experience. One, they have registered AKC dogs with limited registration. They've taken them into CKC with full registration. One. Two, I also know that back in the 80s, back really before anybody DNA'd their dogs, we, as dachshund breeders, we knew many people that were breeding their dachshunds with chihuahuas to get the size down. And so when you breed a dachshund and chihuahua, you hear of the Cheweenies. The thing is you don't always get something that actually looks like a Cheweenie. Sometimes you do just get a small dachshund, and so they will keep crossing them in, trying to get the size of their dachshunds down. And so the reason that we know this, now we never did this. We absolutely never did this in our family. But we know of people that did this, and some people that my mother traded with, because I know for a fact when we went over there, we would have the conversation. Now these aren't any that you've crossed on the Chihuahuas. No, these are my purebreds. So the dachshund breeders would keep a purebred line, and then they would keep their Cheweenie line, and they would be working on it, trying to get these out. And so what happened is eventually DNA come out, they got caught, and all of their papers got pulled. And the two people that we know were doing it, both of them got caught, both of them had their papers pulled, and both of them turned around and registered all of those dogs, dachshunds and Cheweenies, into the CKC as dachshunds. So I'm not going to say they don't care, but their standard for registering is not as high as AKC, and therefore you have no guarantee that the dog will actually be a purebred. I get the concept. I absolutely do. I understand why they went out there. A lot of people had problems with AKC, but as long as you follow the rules that aren't that hard, you can get your dogs and stay compliant with AKC without any issues whatsoever. I'm always 100% compliant here, have no problems here. So AKC, absolutely. Now, there is a CKC that is the Canadian Kennel Club. Nothing wrong with them. A lot of your hunting dogs will carry CKC registrations. A lot of dogs, period, actually can have a registration from another kennel club outside of the States that AKC will recognize. You also have the UKC, which does not have the downfall of the CKC, but UKC is more for your hunting, sporting type things. You'll see more of that registry in them. But really the only one that has a bad reputation, let's just make it simple, the only one that has a bad reputation is the Continental Kennel Club. So you don't want to go there. You don't want those CKC papers. And you will get caught. You'll get caught. There'll be somebody that will absolutely convince you that CKC papers are great and AKC is stupid and you should do CKC, and you will end up replacing your dogs because real quickly you'll find out it matters. So there you go.